super late model, second in his class, running 6th overall. Yeah, he quit, James. All right, Aaron Osborne, top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis today. Darren Kuhn finally getting himself back into contention here, running 2nd in his class in the McLaren. And Kyle Streichard's 9th overall in the Pontiac Soltis, running 2nd in his class. Man, he is doing super. I just don't want to see him give it up. You know, he gives up too easy. Because you never know what might happen. Breen back here in 10th overall, 3rd in his class. He's been keeping that thing pretty clean all day. Michael out of the race. Boo! Michael out of the race. Boo! Robbie Morrison's still out here. Boy, he was in that wreck earlier in the race with Yanni. And boy, he had a ton of damage on that. If you remember, he was that car was dog tracking so bad you couldn't even hardly drive it down the straightaways. Got it, sat in pits for 17 minutes and got that thing fixed up. Here he is running 12th overall, and he will pick up a spot when he passes Michael. That coffee tastes good. Coffee tastes good, honey. Well, thanks for joining us here. James, glad you could get your butt out of bed to join us today. Street Boss wants to do something after this. I don't know what he wants to do, but whether he wants me to broadcast or what. He talked about Daytona Road, so he's in our team speak. We'll get together and talk about it afterwards here. I haven't even had my shower yet today, so I've got to get my shower and probably eat dinner later on this afternoon, but we'll talk about it and get something into play. All right, let's get up here. Brooks Westfall still trying to reel in our leader. Now still 29 seconds behind him. And boy, Rune is just on a rail today. He has not missed a beat. Hit his marks every time. Got that McLaren out front and hasn't looked back. Hasn't been on pit road yet. That's pretty amazing in itself. That's pretty amazing. He's probably looking at making this a one pit stop race for himself, I'm sure. Brooks falling back about a second now. Coming up on some lap traffic could be affecting how he is doing, but he is really keeping the power on. First in his class, Brooks Westfall. Knows how to get around Mount Panorama. This is one of the favorite tracks here, I think, of some of the road courses. A lot of folks like to run the multi-class Daytona Road Cadillac MP4, BMW Daytona Prototype, and one more. Okay, that sounds good there, Street Boss. Heck yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we'll talk about it here. We got about an hour and 21 minutes. Well, then I'll have to do interviews, so about an hour and a half, and we can sit down and discuss this, buddy. Dog back here, third place, second in his class. And Lewis Van running fourth, top of his class, hanging with it there in the old COT car. Got a little damage on him, but he's running all right. Coming up on a couple slower cars. Gets by safely. That's the thing about Dogs of Endurance. They do so respectful with the other drivers. Everybody, they're watching their relatives, see where everybody's at on the track, and give them plenty of room to get by. Cheetos is going to be there. Cool. Well, Street Boss, give James my TeamSpeak info, and you guys can meet me in TeamSpeak, and we'll talk about it after the race.
Already.
Hold on a minute.
Rune is going to be coming into the pits this coming lap.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, now what?
I was just saying Rune is coming into the pits this lap for a scheduled stop.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, but I had a commercial going. Sorry. No biggie, but yeah, wow.
No problem.
Okay, Rune coming up on Lewis Van to put Lewis another lap down.
How's the action been up in the booth?
Awesome. This has been an absolutely beautiful race.
Whole lot of action all over the place with it too.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to use some of the clips out of this for a promo. This is going to be awesome.
It's too bad I made that nice spectacular pass and then ended up crashing.
I know it. I mean, it's funny, but it's not. You know, I hated that for you, but it was kind of funny. You said, "Man, look at that fantastic pass," and then boom.
Yeah, but that's par for course for me. If I do something spectacular, I'll end it spectacularly too. Actually, I
Yeah.
didn't really hurt myself too bad hitting the wall there. It's just a little bit of a craze. It only gave me about 28 seconds of optional repair, but it was kind of interesting all the same.
Yes, sir. All right, Rune on pit road. Here we go. First time he's been on pit road today. Rune out here leading, and that's going to leave Brooks. Westfall's going to pass him up here in just a minute and take over the lead for the first time today. I'm sure as fast as Rune is, he won't have a problem passing him back. But Brooks Westfall, first time on pit road. Awesome. Looks like a 4-tire change, fuel. Takes quite a bit of time here to fuel these things up. And he's away. Back on the track he goes. Going to be quite a ways behind Brooks Westfall. Brooks up there about 51 seconds ahead of him. And Brooks, I don't think Brooks is going to have to stop here maybe for quite a while, or maybe not at all. He's already been on pit road one time. And those little Star Mazdas get great gas mileage. So, but we'll have to see. He's up here in the lead right now, first in his class, first in the race. James! So you want to run Daytona Road, huh? Daytona Road. You liking that? All right, our leader coming up on Kyle Strychar's. Kyle right there running second in his class. 9th overall, doing a heck of a good job. He's got some fast guys coming up behind him, though. Quentin Young passing him in the turns. A lot of excitement around here. Man, I'm telling you what, we've seen some great passes. Michael slips back to 12th as he's not in there. Michael quit. Give it to him, James. Give it to him. Michael quit. He quit. He just pulled off and quit. He said too many distractions. I don't know. Shut the cell phone off. You won't have that many distractions. All right, let's go check on Layla Wilson here, running in 5th place overall, still top of her class. Coming up on lap traffic, passing it with ease. Dog not far behind her. Them two have been, boy, they've been battling for position for quite a while. They are on the same lap and doing really well. Now, in between them two, Lewis Van in between them two. I'm sorry, yeah, Dog's actually a lap ahead of them two.
Okay, ready?
Yes, sir.
Just letting people know, Robbie Morrison has a quick little errand that he needs to do. He's hoping to be able to come back by the end of the race, but he's going to be off track for a little while.
Okay, very cool. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, Breen back here running 10th overall. As we're hearing, Robbie Morrison's going to take a quick break. He's got something he's got to do. So he's running 12th anyhow, going to be several laps down. But Breen is running 10th overall, and he is 10 laps down to the leader. Robbie Morrison comes down pit road here, got an errand, got to run, so he's pretty much out of it anyhow. He's got a lot of damage on that, but he's just running for points right now is the main thing, what he wants to do. Dog up here 3rd overall, 2nd in his class, as Rune is still trying to reel in our leader, but boy, he is a long ways back, 52 seconds back behind our leader now. Faster in the straightaways, but a lot slower in the turns than Brooks Westfall in that Star Mazda. Boy, that coffee's tasting good, James. So, James, you're not working anymore, or what? You're just slumming with the rest of us non-workers? You said something about it. You had another job or something, but did that ever pan out? Yeah. Why? You don't like coffee? That's un-American. That's un-American. You gotta like coffee. What do you drink? Milk? Drink warm milk? Well, yeah, you're getting old, you know. I'm just kidding you. Alright, Darren Kuhn has worked his way up quite a bit. Haven't been on him too awful much today, but he's about, he passes up Quentin Young, but that they're not on the same lap. So Darren Kuhn is actually a lap behind him. Quentin Young, boy, off track right there. He's got a lot of damage on that car, so I'm assuming he's probably been into the wall a couple of times. Really struggling with some handling issues on that car. He's about a lap behind Layla Wilson. Layla has kept that car just pristine all day. Sweet tea, okay. I'll stay away from that Diet Mountain Dew, man. That stuff will kill you. Oh, okay. Orientation starts the 23rd. Cool. You got sweet tea with Cheetos, huh? All right. That sounds like a good breakfast. All right, Aaron Osborne still leading here with Pontiac Soltis in that class. Doing a great job. Keeping the fenders on these things is what really gets you to it. So, boy, and he's doing a good job of it. I don't think he's got any damage on that car whatsoever. Kyle Streichard's in second in that class, running 9th overall, and Breen taking up the rear here in 10th. On the same lap as Kyle Streichard, but has caught up to him. Those two have been right there kind of hanging around each other. Brooks Westfall going to pass these guys up. Let's take a look. Passes them easily. Breen losing a little bit of time to Strychards. There's Strychards pulls away. Where's Superman, huh? He might be working. Nah, he won't be working today. All right, let's get up here on Dog, running second in his class, third overall, running about 3 laps down to the leader. Rene up front, losing a lot of ground to the leader, Brooks Westfall. Now 58, almost 59 seconds behind him. He's not as fast as in the corners there as that Star Mazda, so Star Mazda definitely showing the way here. We know them things are fast. They're just they're like a mini Indy car, sort of. And I don't know. So I think somebody told me they got a little 4-cylinder engine in them or something. I don't know, but they got a lot of, they're jacked up horsepower. I know that. So very cool to see Brooks out there. He's been on pit road once. Not really sure. Let's see. He has led 5 laps right now. Rene has led 24 laps. And I was going to look here real quick. Michael did lead 8 laps. Yanni led 1. So we've had several lead changes. Just those guys out of the race. Michael out of the race. Robbie Morrison taking a break. Had something he had to do, but he had a lot of damage earlier on from a wreck. And all right, Rene now still 58 seconds behind the leader. Let's ride along with Rene here for a little bit. Okay, James, where is Superman? Is he going to race too? I wanted to ride along with Dog here. Dog running 3rd overall, 2nd in his class. Rene's losing more ground to the leader. Well, let's ride along here with Lewis Van. Lewis in the old COT car. Makes it nice and loud. Thing sounds like it's got a miss or something. Oh, he'll crank it up here. Let's watch him go up the hill here. Watch him go over this rise. This is awesome. He definitely throws the car for a loop. Gets a little squirrely on him, but he does really good with it. Gets her slowed down. Oh no, he's going to hit the wall. Ooh, that was close. Okay, okay. Alright, let's go here right along with Aaron Osborne. Dirty windshield and all. Top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis. Kyle Streicher's second place, not far behind him. But Kyle's a couple laps down further as he comes down through the S's here, coming down the hill. Kyle's doing a great job. He has turned into be quite the racer, I'll tell you. Catches this last turn to take it down the backstretch and running her toward home. Ooh, that was a close call. Whew. We might have to go back and look at that real quick. Wow, that looked pretty intense. Let's go to the far chase. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's go to the rear chase view and watch this, because he's coming up behind him here and picking and choosing where he wants to pass. As they come down through the last turn here, and Quentin Young gets a run on him. It almost runs him over. What the heck is up with that? Gets him all out of shape. And he gets passed up by a few other guys before he gets to the turn. So, wow, he did a great job of it, though.
Brooks is entering the pits.
Roger that. Alright, Brooks Westfall on pit road. Should be his last pit stop of the day. And that's just the break that Rene needed to try to catch up to Brooks. Rene was back here running over a minute behind him. So Brooks coming to a stop in his pit stall. And he's got a lot of damage on the front of that. I did not see how he got all that damage. And I don't think that's going to be too much to, or it's going to be too much to repair, but he may be able to run all right. He's still running top of his class. Rene starting to close in here. And Brooks has killed the motor on it. Could be sitting there for a while getting damage fixed up. I see a lot of damage on Brooks's vehicle there, dog.
Yeah, I was saying there's about 4 minutes of optional damage to repair.
Ouch. Okay. Alright, well.
I might even be able to catch up to him.
Very cool. Couple laps back there. Alright, let's get up here. Rune back up in the lead after that pit stop. So good job by Rene keeping the thing steady. Has made his pit stop. I don't think he'll have to come down pit road again here because we are under 1 hour left. But Brooks got that damage, and I did not see how he got the damage, but it's going to cost him big time on the track. Dog has the next chance to pass up Brooks. He is, let's see, about one more lap, I believe, and he should be able to get by Brooks. if Brooks is still sitting there. Lewis Van running fourth overall, top of his class in the COT car. Layla Wilson back here running fifth. Top of her class in the super late model. Quentin Young running sixth overall, second in his class with a lot of damage on that car, but he's still driving the heck out of it. Darren Kuhn in the McLaren running second in his class. Coming up on a lot of lap traffic. All right, Aaron Osborne, eighth overall, top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis. Kyle Streichars in ninth overall, second in his class, and he has been closely followed by Breen for a long time now. I think those guys are just kind of waiting here to get this thing closer to the end and battle for the win. Or not the win, but battle for that position in the class. But Lewis Van out here, man, he's doing a great job. Keeping the fenders on that COT car is a great thing. I think he has tapped the wall a couple times, but probably a 0x or a 2x, but not too much. Doesn't seem to be affecting the handling at all. But I wanted to ride along with Layla here for a minute as she goes down through the S's here. Down the back stretch, the long haul down through here. Darren Kuhn gets by her, but that's not for position. Darren's back a couple of laps behind Layla. Cheeto's scared to turn right. That's pretty good, Street Boss. All right, Quentin Young coming up through the hills here. Ooh, almost sits well second in his class there behind Layla in the super late models. And he has got a ton of damage on that car, but still running. Incidents mean a lot here. Incidents per corner. Street is a chicken, huh? All right. So Brooks Westfall back out on the track, now trying to get back up into contention. But he did get back out ahead of Dog, so he's 2 laps down to the leader. Rune is way out there, 2 laps ahead of Brooks. Brooks running second overall, top of his class yet. Not by much though, because Dog is Dog is on the same lap, but he's a long ways behind Brooks. He's actually 56 seconds behind Brooks right now. That's a long ways. Actually 89, I'm sorry, 89 seconds now. They've crossed the line. Dog running a pretty good race here, though. Darren Kuhn on pit road. Getting some damage fixed, I believe. Probably a little more damage fixed from earlier in the race there. You can see some of the rear wing damage that he had on that car. A lot of right side damage as well. All right, and he's away. He's going to maintain that position. He's in 7th overall, 2nd in his class. Probably not likely to get back up into contention, but still going to finish 2nd in his class. All right, Westfall's still running 2nd overall, top of his class. Him and Dog pretty much on the same lap, but Dog's about 68 seconds behind him, I think. Layla Wilson now still top of her class in the super late model, coming up here on 50 minutes left in the race. Quentin Young in 6th overall, coming up through the front stretch here and up the long hill over the rise where it makes it a little squirrely, coming up to the first turn on the hill and going up through the S's. Boy, this is going to be tough here for him. It's got to be a little tough there with a car that could be having some handling issues. Let's ride on board with him real quick. The one that you'll love to ride on board with is Layla Wilson. She's on pit road. Oh, Layla on pit road. Right side tires going on. Left side tires going on. This should be her final pit stop of the day as well. This could make it a little interesting here if Quentin Young can catch up to her and get by her. But she's off pit road now. She's heading out. Oh, hang on to it, Layla. All right, let's get up here with Kyle Streichars, still running 2nd in his class, 9th overall. Looking here, I think Dog's on pit road. This will be his final pit stop of the day too. All right, Lewis Van on pit road, right behind Dog. Should be his final pit stop, coming up to 45 minutes left in this race here, folks. Van away, but dog's still sitting there. Might have a little damage on that. Yeah, he's got some damage, but he may be doing something else. Never know. Okay, Lewis Van climbing the hill. Quite the hill to go up, and he's coming up on some slower traffic, so let's watch and see how he navigates some of this slower traffic. Let's ride on board with him here for a minute. He gets by Breen safely. Coming up on Kyle Strychar's now. Passes Kyle cleanly. So good job by these guys. Down through the S's they go. 45 minutes left in the race here, guys. And James, that coffee is excellent. Oh, that's right, you're having warm milk. I forgot about that. Or is it prune juice? Are you drinking prune juice? Just kidding you, buddy. That's funny stuff. Okay, Brooks Westfall still in second. Coming down through the S's. Layla Wilson not far behind him, but she's down a couple laps. Man, she is just doing a fabulous job here today. I don't even see any damage on that car. I think she's kept it pretty clean all day long. Now let's get up here and watch the leader for a few minutes. Watch him how he deals with some of this lap traffic.
Yeah, I did another nice pass without crashing this time.
Oh, very good.
What made it even more interesting is the fact that they decided to switch sides of the track in front of me, and then I still made it through the two of them.
Good deal. We'll go back here and see if we can watch this. We're watching it in instant replay right now. Good job. All right, very good.
Oddly enough, since I got into that first incident and kind of damaged my car, it's been driving a lot better since.
I've seen that a good many times. I've went out and, you know, not myself, but it's a few other guys that they said that once they got a little damage on their car, it drove better than it did before.
It just tells me that there's something messed up with my setup and I need to adjust it somehow.
You might be experiencing a little more tire wear, but, you know, maybe on the right front or something like that, but it'll be probably running better. All right,
I should, however, be good for the rest of the race.
Yes, sir. 41 minutes left in the race here. good to have everybody in here, man, on a Sunday afternoon. Everybody having a good time watching this race. This is pretty cool. Good to see James finally got out of bed. Had his glass of warm milk. His bowl of oatmeal.
Hey, ready?
Yeah.
Lewis got a phone call. He has to jet off for a bit. He's going to hopefully make it back for driver interviews at the end of the race, but otherwise he needs to take off for a bit.
Okay. Yeah. Them squirrels keep you out late, huh? Well, you know, them squirrels are, man, you need to do something about all them squirrels. All right, Dog running third overall, second in his class. The Lewis van going to be out for a little bit. That could be good news for Layla Wilson here in a couple laps to pick up another position. She's still running top of her class, but that should move her up to fourth overall. Oh, okay. You Street Boss. Go back here and check on Breen. Breen and Strychard still battling here, and that is fourth position. They are all in the same lap. Running 9th and 10th overall. Second and third in their classes. Uh-oh. I think Strychards might be out of fuel. Or something there. Boy, he was sputtering a little bit. I don't know. He let Breen by. He could be running low on fuel. As they come down through the S's here, we'll keep an eye on Strychards and see if he does maybe make attempt to come down pit road. I don't know. He seems to be okay now, but it almost sounded like there for a minute like he was out of fuel. He has not been on pit road yet today, so none of the Solstices have been on pit road, and gosh, I couldn't hardly believe they would be able to go the whole distance here, 2.5 hours without stopping. But he's getting caught up by the leader. Leader passing up Strychards. Let's see if he makes that right turn. Oh, our leader coming down pit road now. Rune on pit road. Not sure what was up with that. Well, he does have the room. He's a couple laps ahead of second place Brooks Westfall. So he can't afford to stop. Maybe he just needed to check and make sure he had enough fuel or make an adjustment on the car. It looks like tires were going on. Oh, he's killed the motor. We'll find out what's going on with Rune. He's still got plenty of time. Brooks Westfall, couple laps behind him. We don't want to see him lose that top position again, but Brooks Westfall catches up one place on Rune. or one lap, excuse me. So what's everybody doing today besides sitting in here watching this race? It's been a great race, man. We started out with a huge field here. We've had a few people leave, getting some damage on their vehicles. We've lost, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers. Yanni was the first one out. James Lehman, second one out. Oh, okay, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know there, Renee. Appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully get that thing fixed up. You still got enough time to stay up there in the lead. But let me tell you, Brooks Westfall's coming quick. He's coming quick. You better get off of pit road because he's coming down the back stretch here. I'm sure you're probably watching your relative, but he's coming down the back stretch. Okay, he's off pit road. Good deal. Renee does manage to hang on to the lead, so good job. Got that damage fixed and still held on to the lead. That's pretty amazing. That put Brooks Westfall not that far behind him, only 42 seconds behind him. So good news for Brooks Westfall as he caught back up a little bit. Dog running second place, or third overall, second place in his class. Layla Wilson running fourth overall now as she passes up Lewis Van. Darren Kuhn passes him up too, goes into fifth overall, second in his class in the McLaren. Quentin Young, next one to pass up Lewis. Running second in his class in the super late model. With a lot of damage on that car, but he's still out there running. Good job by him. Aaron Osborne has been leading this Pontiac Solstice class for the whole race here. Keeping it pretty clean. Doing a good job. 33 minutes left in the race here, folks. Alright, Breen does get by Strychar's. Breen in ninth overall, second in his class, and Strychar's quite a ways behind him now. Has lost a little bit of ground. About 4.3 seconds behind Breen. That's actually quite a bit. No, somebody off the pace there. Breen. Well, let's go back and take a look at what happened to Breen coming down the long here, the long chute. Well, let's go to the far chase here just so we can get good coverage of it. Not sure exactly what happened, whether he just misread the turn or wasn't paying attention here, but he comes up over the hill here pretty fine, and he loses it. Oh, no. I don't know what happened. Boy, he just kind of sharp turned to the left and loses it, spins around. And he is going to tag the wall. I don't think he did that much damage to the car, but maybe just a little bit of nose damage, but manages to keep it off the track. Good job by him. And he is on pit road now, so that does put Strychar's up ahead of him by a lot. This is good news for Strychar's. He has drove his heart out here today. Has not been on pit road yet. Gosh, I just can't imagine these guys making it the whole way on fuel. He's about 3 laps behind Aaron Osborne up here. Quentin Young does get by Louis Van, moves into the 6th position overall, 2nd in his class. Darren Kuhn, 2nd in his class in the McLaren, running 5th. Robbie Morrison back out on the track now, 26 laps down. He's about 13 laps behind Breen. Robbie was in that wreck earlier, and boy, he had a ton of damage on that car. Thing was driving sideways. He got into it with Yanni, and Yanni definitely was just, I guess, too much damage to continue. Had to park it. Now Darren Kuhn gets by Breen. These guys definitely, boy, I'll tell you what, Darren Kuhn has really picked up the pace here coming toward the end of this. About 29.5 minutes left in the race. Layla Wilson running 4th, 1st in her class, coming down pit road. This should be her last pit stop of the day. That's what I said the last time, I think. Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm sure she's going to do a 4-tire change. Right side's going on now. Left side's going on. Alright, we'll get here. Let's see, yeah, Layla finally getting off pit road. Lewis back on pit road, but he is going to be many laps down. Trying to get back up to speed here. Layla Wilson going to maintain that 4th position. She gets by Breen back here running in the 10th place. Let's watch Layla go into the turns here, going up the hill. Out there with them 4 fresh tires, but they're going to be a little slick at first. Dog running in 3rd, 2nd in his class. He's having a great day. Boy, I'll tell you, Dog has really come a long ways in his driving skills. Likes running these Star Mazdas for sure. Brooks Westfall now 22 seconds behind our leader. Starting to reel him in, I guess. Rene did come down pit road kind of late there. And we'll kind of get up here and check on him as he comes down across the start-finish line to lead yet another lap. Okay, let's go back and check on Westfall again. He's now 23 seconds behind the leader. Running top of his class. Got quite a ways to go, though. 25 minutes left in the race, so a lot of racing to go here, folks. Quentin Young, next one he will be looking to pass. Alright, he does pass him. Quentin Young with a lot of damage on that car. Darren Kuhn. Catch up with Darren Kuhn here. He goes down through the S's and coming to the long straight. Rune a long ways ahead of these guys out in the lead. And Brooks Westfall 22.5 seconds behind him. You can see the difference. He's coming at the end of the backstretch. And Rune, our leader, going up the long hill. A king-size Kit Kat, okay. That ought to do your chocolate fix for you. Dog in third. Second in his class, right there to Brooks Westfall. Couple laps behind Brooks. Layla Wilson right ahead of Dog, but she's a couple laps behind Dog now. That Jason Brizik in there? Yeah, Brizik, how's it going? I see you in Twitch chat there. What's happening? You still running that race tomorrow? How you doing, buddy? I gotta find out. I don't have a broadcast tomorrow, so I could run in that race. That's why I put down maybe. Historic Michigan 250 admin. Oh, okay. Yep, $250. Is that tomorrow? That is tomorrow, correct? I'll have to get on Facebook and check that out, because I put down maybe that I would race in it, but I'd really like to race in it. I don't have a broadcast tomorrow. Oh, okay, I gotta sign up, right? All right, I'll have to go sign up, because yeah, cool. Where's it at? What track? I forget. I too many things on my mind to try to remember stuff like that. Yeah. Well, it's a road course, correct? Oh, I'm already signed up. Okay, it's maybe. Okay, well, I'll change it to yes. I'll change it to a yes, okay? Yeah, too much coffee. Okay, Lotus 49 at Michigan. Oh, I'm in. I'm in. Yes. Count me in, brother. I'll broadcast from my cockpit. Yeah, okay, I remember. I remember now. Yep, that's cool. Well, you're looking for admins? Is that what you're looking for? I mean, somebody just to admin it, not racing it? Yeah, I know. He needs to spend some of that moldy money. Get that Lotus 49. Is it open setup? Oh, cool. Well, if you got 52 drivers, you're going to have to run more than one server. Open setup, okay, because, well, I don't know how to set them up, but I'm sure I can probably get somebody to help me or figure something out. Probably use a fixed setup for it or something. Okay, cool. You got TeamSpeak or anything that we need to go into to talk to you about it, or what's going on? Breen again caught up 2 stride chars here. That would be for position, running second and third in their class. Lewis Van's still not in the race, so these guys could move up one more position. Robbie Morrison back here running in the last place right now. 26 laps down to the leader. Third in his class. He's right behind second in his class right there, Darren Kuhn, but Darren is many, many laps ahead of him. Alright, yeah. Yeah, we could talk about it on Facebook or something. I'll go change my vote to yes. You can count me in. I'll do the best I can. That Lotus 49's a little tricky, but it would be fun. Alright, let's get up here. Quentin Young still running in the 6th position overall, second in his class. And the one that I've been watching the most here, Layla Wilson, I don't think she's got a scratch on that car. She has kept that thing just clean all day long. As she comes up on some of the lap traffic out here, Breen and Strychar's right ahead of her. Well, let's see how she navigates around them. Drives it into the corner, gets by Breen. Next one in line is Strychar's. Kind of taking it easy right now, and she is coming down pit road. So Layla Wilson on pit road again. Okay. Dog up ahead of her. Running third overall, second in his class. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, I'll look for it. I might have to be either in there early or late, not sure, because I'll have a broadcast in about that time. But I should be done before the 10:30. All right, dog gets by Quentin Young. Lap traffic. Aaron Osborne has moved into the 7th position overall, still top of his class, getting by Lewis Van. Lewis Van out of the race. Was the only one out there driving the COT car, so he will win his class. Said he had to leave, had something going on, and he'll be back later. He'll be back for the interviews, so you'll have to listen to the interviews afterwards, folks. Should be pretty interesting here to see how everybody felt this race went. 2.5 hours long session here for some of these drivers. Kyle Strychar's in 9th. About to pass up Lewis Van here in another couple laps, I believe. Him and Breen both will move up one more position into 8th and 9th overall. Still running 2nd and 3rd in their class. Breen trying to... Well, he's just doing everything he can to try to get up here and battle it up with Strychard, but Strychard is being pretty strong. Leader coming up behind him now. This will be the place right here where he does overtake him. Gets by Breen and Strychard's. Good job by these guys, giving him plenty of room to get by. Brooks Westfall, 2nd place overall, top of his class. There's another one that I think he's kept that car pretty clean. He's got a little front wing damage on it, but not too bad. You can see the front wing damage that he's got right there. Might have been into the wall or something. He definitely hit something. All right, let's get up here to our leader. We're coming down to it here. Under 13 minutes left in this race, folks. This is getting to the end of it. And Rune has just been really driving his heart out and keeping that thing up in the front. But Brooks Westfall now 17.2 seconds behind him. Can he close that gap up in 12 minutes? And try to get the win overall. He's really driving it hard right now. Up through the S's, going up the hill. Down to 16.2 seconds, so he is closing the gap up. Get up here and check on Rune. He's going to be probably, after he goes through the S's here, let's see, he is going to be coming up on a little bit of lap traffic here in just a minute. He's going to be passing up, that would be Aaron Osborne. Aaron Osborne, the top of the class right now in the Pontiac Soltis, and the leader does go by him. Yeah, blame Beach. It's always Beach's fault. Okay, Westfall now down to 16 seconds behind our leader. Third place goes to Dog. Second in his class. Darren Kuhn has moved into fourth now. Fourth overall, second in his class in the McLaren. Layla Wilson running fifth overall, first in her class. And she's a whole lap ahead of Quentin Young. Quentin Young running sixth overall, second in his class in the Super Lates. Aaron Osborne, seventh place overall, top of his class all day long. He's been up there in the top. Lewis Van out of the race. Ram Breen. He passes up Kyle Streichard's out of the race. What's up with that? He was running so good. He always quits before the end of it, man. I don't know why he does that. Alright, Breen does move into 8th place as he passes up Lewis Van. So Breen running a really good, clean race. Robbie Morrison, I don't know if there's enough laps left or time left. He will get by, maybe get by Kyle Streichard. I don't know. I doubt it. He's a lot of laps behind him. About 10 laps. I doubt he can make up 10 laps in 10 minutes. Can't make a lap a minute around here. All right, Brooks Westfall now down to 14.5 seconds behind the leader. I don't know. He's got enough time to reel our leader in, Rune, or not. Oh, no, that's not going to be the way to do it. And he has a ton of damage on that car. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Brooks Westfall here. That hurt. Not sure where he lost. What happened here? Comes down the hill, down the long straightaway. Everything going good, and it looks like maybe he tried to cut that corner. Oh, right there, he caught the rumble strip, and that's what did it. He locks it up, but too late, gets into the wall. Going to be a ton of damage on that car to get fixed up. And boy, that could be really costly to him. That could, yeah, that taking him out of the race maybe. But that's going to let Dog possibly get by him. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that don't look fixable. I believe Brooks may be out of the race. Looks like he has taken it behind pit road. Probably going to lose one position, maybe two. 7 minutes left here in the race. Dog's got about another lap to go here to pass up Brooks, and that'll put him in the lead. He'll win that class with Brooks out of it. Yeah, that Star Mazda is definitely destroyed. Well, dog, I don't want to destroy your concentration right now. Stay focused, but it looks like Brooks Westfall is out of the race, and you got a possibility here with 6 minutes left that you could win that class in the Star Mazda.
Yeah, he has over 15 minutes for repairs.
Ouch.
So it's only Rune that I need to catch, but I doubt that's happening. But yeah, second place is definitely looking in the books for me.
Yeah, but you'll win your class, so that's a good thing. Yeah, no resets here, guys. I know, he took a heck of a lick.
Definitely an entertaining race, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I loved it.
And still having 10 people on track at the moment is a really good number.
And we still got 10 people in Twitch chat here having a good time, talking it up. Dog about to pick up a position here. If he can make it around here, I think one more lap, he'll take over a position from Brooks. Layla Wilson back here, a couple more laps. I don't know if there's enough time for her to pick up that position, but she's still running top of her class right now in the super late model. Has been up there all day long in the top of that class. Darren Kuhn on pit road. Quentin Young running 6th overall, second in his class to Layla Wilson in the super late models. Aaron Osborne running 7th overall. Breen 8th. And Kyle Streichard's back out on the track, but boy, he's got a ton of damage on that car. Might just be a little tough to drive that with the back end caved in as bad as that is. Wow. That is not going to buff out. Sounds like he may be having a little bit of horsepower problems too. Front and back damage on that car. Headlights sticking clear up in the air. You can see, oh my. Yeah, he is definitely having some issues. That thing would be pushing like a dump truck. Lots of cars going by him. He's just not up to speed right now. But Dog, I'm going to keep an eye on Dog here and see if he can pick up another position. If he can get by Brooks. With Brooks having quite a bit of damage on there and sitting on pit road with 10 minutes of repair, this could be what Dog needs to get by him and win this class. 2.5 minutes left in the race here, folks. In a minute here, we're going to get up on our leader. And Dog does take over that position. First in his class ahead of Brooks Westfall. Holy smokes, moving into second position overall. Man, I'm telling you, he is really driving the wheels off of that little Star Mazda right now. Well, let's get up here to our leader, Rune, as he's about to bring this thing to victory lane. I hope you've all enjoyed this show as much as I've enjoyed it, because this has been a great race for these guys, man. I'm telling you. Mount Panorama does put on a heck of a good show. I didn't have my camera pack in here. I don't know what happened to my camera pack. I gotta find it and see if I can get it back in here. I think it's on my other computer. But I got some really awesome camera views for this track, and to the dog's constructor. I don't know. You would have to talk to Dog about that. I don't know. I think he does the points. It's incidents per corner or corner, whatever. Yeah, incidents per corner, I think is the way they do it. And but he keeps track of it. He doesn't use like Dan Lisa, or he doesn't use iRacing point system or anything like that. He has his own point system, and the points are based on incidents per corner and things like that. So I don't know. You could probably find out by going to their site there, dogsofracing.com, Jason, and you might be able to find the standings there. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on his site. But 21 seconds here, I believe we're probably going to get the white flag here in just a minute. As Renee's going to bring it here to victory lane. White flag is out. One more lap around the track for Renee. Dog going to be in second. Westfall back out on the track, but boy, he has got one heck of a lot of damage, and I don't think he's even going to be able to drive that thing. He's got the wheel turned about 90 degrees to the left to go straight. That thing is a mess. Out there just trying to finish the race. Kyle Streichard's off the track, giving everybody room. Breen up here in 8th place. Aaron Osborne, top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis rookie class. But I'm going to get up here to our leader because he's about to bring this thing into victory lane. Just a couple more turns to go. Down the long straight chute on the backstretch and bringing it home here. Rune gonna bring home the win here today at Dogs of Endurance. Man, what a race he has drove. Been battling with a lot of drivers. Brooks Westfall giving him the biggest battle. Dog gonna finish second. Brooks gonna finish third. Layla Wilson fourth. So we've got a lot of class winners here today. Been a great race, but bringing it to victory lane here is going to be Rune. Taking it nice and easy right here. Rune gonna bring it to victory lane as soon as he crosses the finish line to make it official. And there it is, folks. Rune bringing home the victory here today. Congratulations to him. What a job he did today. I'm telling you, we will give the guys just a couple minutes here to might want to maybe get a bathroom break in or whatever. We'll give them that couple extra minutes. And while we're doing that, we'll run through the results here. How's that? Okay, Rune, of course, our winner. Dog coming in second. Two different classes, but two different winners. Brooks Westfall finishing third. Layla finishing fourth. Darren Kuhn in fifth. Quentin Young sixth. Aaron Osborne seventh. Sren eighth. Kyle Streichard ninth. Lewis Van finishing 10th. Robbie Morrison 11th. Michael finishing 12th, and James Lehman 13th. Yanni finishing 14th, and Scott Elliott's 15th. 65 laps down. I believe he just started the race, and I don't know. I guess he ran a couple laps and then left the race. Yeah, it was a great race. All right, well, again, congratulations to our winner here, Rune. And give me a minute here. We'll let the guys get their bathroom breaks or whatever, and we'll try to get a word in with all the drivers.
Yes, sir. I made an announcement in the game itself, letting everybody know that you will be coming up here for driver interviews after.
Oh,
Here he is.
Darren got bonus points.
I think the tires held up really great. What happened was that a few laps after my first pit stop, I had a spin and crashed into the wall. And at first, I didn't notice anything with the car, but as I kept doing more and more laps, I felt that, especially on left-hand turns, I would get really loose and the car would start to rotate more than I wanted. So I figured I'd just return to the pits, get a few extra liters of fuel to make sure I could finish, and see what optional repairs I could get. I did. Honestly, I didn't expect to win because the Star Masters are faster than the McLarens on this track, and I, from the start, I just got up ahead when Mikael went to the pits and tried to hold it for as long as possible, and keeping a track on the Star Masters coming up behind me, but. Then, of course, things happen. This is a tricky track, and I got some slack when Brooks first had to do some repairs. So all in all, I did not expect to win. Especially after the second pit stop, he just kept getting closer and closer, and I was hoping that we would have really a fight for the finish and have some fun. So unfortunately, he had a crash again. So. Yeah, I've been racing the Star Master for quite many weeks now, and I love the car, but sometimes it's good to have a bit of a change, and also uh, I I tried and tried and tried, but I could not get the Star Master under control on this track. As I said in practices, me and the Star Master were not friends on this track. Oh, I want to thank everyone who showed up for the race. We had lots of good fun and some interesting situations because of the huge speed difference between the different cars. So especially the stock cars that you catch so fast in the turns, but as soon as you get onto a straightaway, they are just gone. They are so fast in the straights. So thanks to everyone, and of course thanks to Michel for all his work. Yeah, thanks, Rudy.
No, never hit anything. I got in the grass once when I took a drink coming out of the pits, and the second time when I took a drink on the straightaway, and that was it. I really like coming down the mountain. Going up, it's not bad, but coming down is like really fun. It's like a roller coaster, and you're just kind of like coasting through there, and you got to kind of pick your throttle points and pick your brake points. But yeah, I would say that's definitely it's like the corkscrew from Laguna Seca, but like multiplied. Well, as usual, got to thank Dog for putting the league on, and thank you for putting up with us. Thank all the other drivers for showing up. So that's pretty fun. Thanks.
I spun. I mean, I just overdrove the thing. I was trying to catch the McLaren because I wrecked before. I just spun it, pushed the car too hard, it seemed like.
Wow. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I had my mic muted. I don't know why, but anyhow. But you know, you were leading up there for quite a while, and you definitely were reeling in Rune when he was up in the lead, and it looked like you were catching him quite a little bit every lap. You know, like up to a second a lap. So I was watching to see how fast you were closing in, and the Star Mazda definitely a lot better in the turns that you know than the McLaren. But after that crash, it just seemed like, man, you were done right there. Just way too much damage, and you tried to go back out there. It looked like you had the wheel turned about 90 degrees to the left to go straight.
Yeah, I was talking to the other drivers on TeamSpeak saying, when's the white flag, and trying to time it just so I could finish the race. But yeah, after that wreck, I mean, my race was done. I was hoping to catch him. I don't think, like, I was trying to do the math in my head. I don't think I had enough time to catch him. But regardless, it was a ton of fun, and the Star Mazda on this track is great. You can flat-foot it all the way to the skyline, and it's pretty fun.
Well, very good, very good. Well, you know, you did very well out there in the Star Mazda. You did finish behind Dog. You took second in that class, but you know, my hat's off to you for trying at least to get back out there and see what it would run like. And you know, it just was too much damage to really be safe out there on the track. So, but anybody you want to give a shout out to, Brooks?
Well, Dog for running this league. He puts a lot of time into this league to make it the way it is, and I want to thank him for that. As well as my team, SDC Motorsports, pretty good group of guys that I'm with. So that's about it.
All right, Brooks. Well, again, great job out there today, finishing second in your class, and thanks for talking with us.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right, let's see. We don't have Aaron Osborne in here. He won the top of his class there in the Pontiac Soltis. But we do have second place. Breen, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you managed to get by Kyle Strychards there. I didn't see what happened to Kyle, which we'll talk to him in a minute. But you managed to get by him, taking second place in that class. Great job out there. It looked like you and Kyle were having a lot of fun, though, racing each other. It was back and forth for a while, and then you kind of just rode behind him, and I don't know. It just, something happened there to Kyle, and you got by him, bringing it home second in your class. Congratulations to you on that. And tell us about your race today.
Well, it was more trying to get an incident-free race, but then something was said in TeamSpeak that was pretty funny, and I kind of lost control of the car, so that probably didn't help. But luckily I didn't get any damage from it.
Well, yeah, that's a good thing. I know incidents per corners means a lot here, and hopefully you kept it clean enough that you didn't get a lot of them. But you're bringing home second today. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or a thank you to?
Yeah, for Michelle hosting the league every week. He does an amazing job for you, broadcasting the races, and for everybody who came in, there was a lot of respect, a lot of patience needed for this track, because some areas of it you can't pass in because it's just so short.
Yeah, I agree. But a lot of fun on this track. You know, the different elevations, the turns, right and left-hand turns. A lot of respect I've seen given out there on the track. The slower traffic got out of the way, let the faster traffic through. And you guys being the slowest class, you guys did a great job, because I was watching several of the passes. And you guys did a great job, you know, staying out of the way of the leaders and letting them by. And I didn't hear anything other than, you know, of anybody getting into anything. But great job out there, Breen. And anybody you want to shout out to?
I already said that.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, thanks for talking with us, buddy.
Yep.
Okay, Kyle Strychards, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Kyle, you bring it home third there. Tell us about what happened there, because, man, you had so much damage on that car. What happened?
Well, me and Robbie were coming through turn 2, and then he's got into me because I'm such a slow class that I brake so early and I go so slow, so then he hit me, and then I kind of got mad with him, so kind of brake checked him a bit, then it ended up getting the worst for me. Then so I kind of rage quit, then I came back in the race and I came home third.
Well, you know, I was wondering, you know, there at the end there when you did quit, I thought, oh no, man, you can't quit. You know, you got to stay in it, and you know, as they always say, you got to be in it to win it. You know, and if you're not in it, you can't win it. You had second place pretty much sewed up there in your class, but you rage quit, come back, and then you were third. So, but great race, Kyle. I've seen a lot of passing going on out there. Sorry about the damage you had on your car, but any other parts of the race that you wanted to talk about?
Well, it was like some more like the 10th lap. I kind of ripped my shifter off my mount, so that cost me a bit. And then a few laps later, I hit the curbing, and then somehow it gave me damage where to go straight, I needed to turn my wheel about 45 degrees to the right, so that slowed me down a lot.
Was it just too much to stop on pit road and get it fixed up, or what happened?
I didn't really want to lose much time, so then I just decided just to get it fixed with my scheduled stop, and it was only 18 seconds of optional repairs, so I just took it all, and then the car definitely felt better after I got it repaired.
Well, that's a good thing. Good thing. All right. Well, anybody you want to thank?
Oh, well, I want to thank Doug for hosting the race, Sim Racing Streams, YouTube and Twitch, and Checkered Flag Interactive, and you, Rudy, for putting on an awesome show broadcasting.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Kyle. And great job out there today, third in your class. Okay, saving some of the guys here for the last. Darren Kuhn, you got a copy.
Hey, Rudy, I'm here.
Yeah, sorry we wanted to run down through some of the classes there before we got to you, but you win your class today. Let's see, no, you were second. I'm sorry, second in your class.
That's right.
But you ran a good race. You got tangled up there at the beginning of the race and got way back in line, and you managed to pass up a lot of cars to get there, bringing home, I believe you were 5th overall, but second in your class. So great race by you. Talk about your race.
Well, I got a bit of a late start. I worked late last night, so I didn't get up in time to really get a good qualifying run and got a 0x, so I started at the back of the pack behind the Solstice. And just had to work my way through, but early on, touched a wall, and that kind of set my car off for the rest of the race, and I had to be careful in the corners. And then another touch later on just made it so I had to just really kind of squeak it through, and Robbie and I were kind of having a back marker race for a while there, which was kind of fun. But just trying to keep it clean and stay out of the leader's way, and slowly just try to be consistent. And when you got the car off, my steering was off a bit and the aero was damaged. So it's still a fun track and challenging and great views. And with all the cars we have out there, it's never a dull moment at Bathurst.
Oh no, it was a great race, fun to watch. I had a blast, and for you guys to put on such a good show out there at this beautiful track. This track has got to be one of the most I don't know, like a panoramic, panorama, most panoramic tracks that it's just beautiful scenery in the background and everything, and it makes it a lot more exciting to watch a race like that. As you guys, the different elevations, the right and left turns, up through the hills, down through the hills, the long straightaways that you got, one on the back stretch, one on the front stretch, and just good to see these guys out here running that good. How did your McLaren run for you today? I mean,
well,
overall.
Overall it was okay. I kind of messed with some setups, and Rune and I were trying one out in practice, and I ended up changing that up and going with one that I thought was going to be more stable for me, so hard to say if that was a good decision. But it wasn't a fast car out there by any means, but I was hoping it would make it the long run, and I did. But definitely as a scenic, beautiful track, you feel like you're kind of on vacation or a drive through the country when you're not trying to avoid the walls. But it was all right. I don't think it was a contender car, but definitely wanted to try and make a top 5, and I did. So just the way it worked out, I was still pretty happy with the effort, except the couple of black flags I had for touching the wall that had to come in. So it was good just to finish the race. That's an accomplishment in itself.
Absolutely. All right. Well, great job out there today, Darren, bringing home second in your class in the McLaren. So anybody you want to shout out to?
Just a thank you to all the fellow racers that made it and showed up, the broadcast that you do, and Michelle for all his work, and I just want to thank my wife for putting up with my iRacing addiction.
You always get that in there, and that's a good thing. All right, Darren, thanks for talking with us, buddy.
Thanks, Rudy.
Okay, Robbie Morrison, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Robbie, you come in 11th overall, third in your class. Tell us about your race out there today. Looked pretty difficult from where I was sitting.
Well, I really enjoy this track. It's one of my favorite tracks on iRacing to go and compete at. After last week's overall win, I was looking forward to this weekend and hoping to maybe battle it out with Darren again at the line. And on lap 2, I got into a car a little bit and put me in the pits for 20 minutes worth of repairs. So that kind of set me back, and I had some other things to attend to during the race, so I didn't get to race the full race, and just had a few more things happen around lap 35 for me, and just put it in the pits for the rest of the race. It wasn't as good as I had hoped.
Well, it still looked like a pretty fun. Everybody I think enjoyed themselves out there. Even when you're driving and you're going up through the S's and back down through the S's, just a good view for everybody to look at. And it kind of distracts you a little bit, I think. But you ran a good race out there anyhow, Robbie. Congratulations on coming home third in your class, even though you finished, I think, back in 11th. It was still a great race. And anybody you want to shout out to or thank?
First off, you got to thank Dog for putting this on. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have these races. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be having these interviews either. I want to thank RacedayHobbies.com for supporting me through iRacing, and I find they're good help to me and really good people. If you get a chance, go visit their website.
Okay, well, thanks for talking with us there, and great job out there today, Robbie. Even though you finished back, you finished back in 11th place overall, but third in your class, so a great run for you. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, saving Dog for last here. Dog, you win today in your class. Great job out there in the Star Mazda, man. You drove your heart out today.
I was just down to pure determination. I got a couple nice, interesting passes, especially early on, and then dinged it into a wall. So I had some repairs. I also had to make a bio brake stop there because I was getting tired of my teeth floating there. So I was, especially with Brooks Westphal, he had awesome pace. Rasmussen just has phenomenal pace all the time, but I'm not too sure exactly what happened for him, but he ended up being out really early on. So my biggest contender for at least class win was Brooks, and just at the end there, something happened there, and he ended up not being able to finish it off. So that's the only thing that got me to where I am. Either way, as long as there was a Star Mazda up there, I was happy, because the way our point system works is overall position is counted for a factor for your entire class points, but other than that, you get your in-class points based on what place you finish in class. So you can still get points even though you're in a slowest class, depending on where you finish the highest person overall. So it makes it interesting. We got some pretty good close battles for our points leaders right now. Rune is definitely in the lead with how clean and how well he runs lately, but there's quite a few of the other guys that are really close in points. Like, I think the spread between first and second is less than 10 points on most of the 3 series that we run, and even at the top 5 is no more than 20 points, and we're over halfway through the season, so it's still a close battle. Nobody really knows who's going to win in the end, and there's a bunch of interesting tracks up in the lineup. We got Watkins Glen coming up next week. We got South Boston coming the week thereafter. We've got a whole bunch of other interesting tracks coming in, and as always, we don't really know what vehicles are going to be coming in. We're really close to a tie again this week for vehicle usage, so there's only about a 4 use difference between the worst and most right now. Actually, I don't even think it's that, so I know the Star Mazda is likely to continue. I have no idea what else out of the other 4, so it's going to be a toss-up again. That's one nice thing about the league here, is you never really tell what vehicles are going to be in the next week, and it keeps it changing up, and with the track selection, it keeps everything interesting.
Absolutely. All right, well, talk about your race out there, though, today, because, there was a lot of back and forth. You and Layla battled again, even though you were in different classes, you guys battled again, and it was exciting to watch that. And, after that, it just seemed like you were kind of like out there by yourself. You have to stay focused and concentrate on what you're doing. I know that, But you did a super job bringing home top of your class. Congratulations to you on that. And anybody you want to give a shout out to?
The biggest one is the league members. Without the league members, the league wouldn't exist. So with definitely the biggest shout out would have to be to the league members who attend these events, who sit in TeamSpeak day in, day out, chatting away, just keeping friendly chat going on. Our TeamSpeak, we have our own private TeamSpeak, and there's generally at least 1 or 2 people in it almost all hours of the day because of course, we have people in the league from all parts of the world, all around different time zones. Norway, Australia, the US, Ireland, all over the place. So we got people in our TeamSpeak at almost all times of the day, and pretty much everybody's all nice and friendly with each other and likes to chat away with each other. So definitely without the league members, the league wouldn't really exist, and it's a big kudos to them. And I really have to give a huge thank you to, and I really should have did this last week, but a huge thank you to Jonathan Williams. He wasn't in this race, but without him I would not have the set of pedals that I have. He very gracious of him. He knew that I was having, actually lots of the league members knew I was having pedal problems, and he had a spare set sitting around, and he said, well, you know what, I got extra set sitting here, how about I just send them to you? So now I have a working set of pedals, which is greatly helping me immensely, so big huge thank you to him. But again, like I said, without you doing the broadcast, there wouldn't be as much visibility, and without the league members actually coming out to the races and the practices, there wouldn't be the league. So in all, it's all down to the league members. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't exist, and I have to thank every single one of them.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up for this week then, Dog, and we're looking forward to next week. Where are you racing at next week?
Watkins Glen, we were using the Cup course.
Ooh, very good, very good. Boy, you're really laying out the good tracks here. Mount Panorama, one of my favorite to broadcast, and Watkins Glen. So, looking forward to it.
The week after that's going to be real interesting because we're using South Boston, another short track oval. So,
ooh, all right.
Be interesting yet again.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, tune in later on tonight, folks. We'll be on YouTube, but thanks for watching. We had quite a few folks in Twitch chat there keeping me company, and thanks for that. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later on tonight on YouTube.